Alright, hey YouTube, how's it going? This is Jason Ambro from Ambro's Landscaping. Today we're doing a quick video of us unboxing the the PB-770 HT. So if you've been watching our recent videos, we were reached out by Echo, and we are now an Echo ambassador. So they sent us a piece of equipment where we're going to spend some time using it, and then we'll do a review on it later. And it's just a program that they're trying to get more people kind of to know that Echo is more of a professional brand rather than a homeowner brand. So as you can see behind me, they went ahead and sent me all the following stuff. They sent me two t-shirts, a hat, gloves, safety glasses, and some headsets. And of course, I'll be required to wear all this when we make our next video, of course. So, but in this one, we're going to be doing a quick video of us unboxing the 770. And I think that's pretty much it, so let's go ahead and get started with that. Yeah. Alright guys, so here's the box. We're going to take our knife, we're going to go ahead and cut the tape. Always the fun part. And we'll see how this looks when we open it. So, here's the slab. Very good. Alright, well there it is. So it looks like we got our tubing right here on top. There is the beast, man. This thing's actually a lot bigger than I thought it would be. We got some tubing for, of course, the blower. Some more pieces, clamps, manual, and of course here is the blower. So yeah, like I said, this thing's a lot bigger than I thought it was. So there we go. So that's pretty much it. So of course we got our empty box. So we got pretty much, like I said, our blowers, all the pieces that we needed, and really nice. So pretty simple. Has a good weight to it, so that feels nice. Definitely a lot of padding. The reason why, when we were first looking at this, looking at backpack blowers, of course I choose the Stihl. The PB-500, the one that you buy at Home Depot, the one thing I noticed is that their straps were very, very weak, and I did not like that. So it looks like they definitely upgraded this. We got some better padding and stuff, but of course we'll do that in our review video, but we're gonna put some time onto this thing. So we're just gonna do a quick step-by-step video of kind of putting this all together. It seems pretty easy. We only got 2 clamps. Probably need a couple tools just to adjust this, to place this clamp on it right here. But other than that, it seems pretty self-explanatory. So let's go ahead and get that. We'll do the step-by-step of us placing and putting it all together. So let's get started. Alright guys, so we went ahead and set out everything that you'll be needing that comes in the box to put this thing together. As you can see, we have our main blower, we have all the tubings that we needed, we have 2 clamps down there, and then whatever this white round thing is, I'm sure we'll find out later what it is. As you can see right there in the middle of the screen, we're going to be following the manual instructions on how to properly put it together. So let's go ahead and get started with the first thing. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to install the blower pipes and the handle all together. As you can see right here in the first one, we got our pipes and our clamps, and then of course we will install it later on onto the blower, and we will get all that situated, and then of course we will put the handle on there as well. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get with the first step. So we're going to go ahead and take our flex tubing, insert it onto one of the other blower pieces, and as you can tell, the side that it's a little bit longer than the other, and it kind of goes to like a cone shape, will be inserted onto this. So first what we're going to do is we're going to take our clamp, place it on there first, and then we're going to slide this on here, make sure it's on all the way. Then of course once that is, then we'll get our, I call it a flathead, I think others call it a Phillips, or either a screwdriver, whatever, I call it a flathead. We'll go ahead and tighten up the clamp on this. Okay, so the next step is you get this wire. It's kind of strange, but we have this wire right here. We're going to put our other clamp on here as well. That way we get that kind of all figured out and ready. It looks like this is going to hold our throttle cable right there. But this wire, for some reason, it's kind of strange. All it says in the directions so far, hopefully we'll figure out what it does later, but it just says to insert it into the tubing right here. Some kind of static or something, I'm not sure. So we're just doing what the manual says. And then of course we will slide this onto the blower assembly. Alright guys, so what we did was we pretty much just went ahead and slid this onto the blower piece, the flex tubing. It takes a little bit of kind of wiggling to get it on there, but it definitely works. And then of course we'll go ahead and clamp this down. And don't tighten it too much because we will actually be adjusting this because we have this clamp right here, and this is where our throttle cable, it looks like, will be sliding through. So definitely keep that kind of loose for right now. Alright, so our next step is we're actually going to be inserting the throttle onto the tubing itself. And so of course you're going to have to want to adjust the bolt down here. So of course we have all of our tools right here, so we got to find the one that fits, and yay, first try. Okay, so we're doing good so far. So we're going to have to loosen this up a little bit so that we can slide it onto the tubing. And let's see, hopefully, yep, doing good so far. Okay, very good. And let's see, I think the throttle cable needs to be on one side, so you just flip it like we just did. And then of course line it up with the grooves that are right here on the tubing. And then of course from there you can adjust the handle. Let's see, once it gets a little, there we go. Adjust the handle, we'll figure out what's the best position for us. And then of course we'll go ahead and go up here to where we had our clamp. Let me go ahead and zoom in to what I'm talking about. So right there, and all you simply do is, let's see if it's, so all you do is just pinch it and lift up, and then that's, of course, we will place the clamp over that, and there we go. So that's how we hold it. Of course we can move it down here to wherever it's comfortable, wherever that works for you, and then definitely come back and tighten this clamp up. So first we're going to go ahead, go right here. Like I said, we're just going to slightly tug this up just a little bit because we probably will be adjusting this, of course, to where we like it the most. Okay, and then switch some bits, come back over to this clamp, and we're going to have to flip this a little bit. Okay, there we go. Very simple. So that's the first part right there. So next we're going to go ahead and looks like we're going to install the rest of the tubing. So let's go and do that. Alright guys, so we're going to go to the last part, and this is just placing the rest of our tubing all together. All you do is you just have your notches right here, of course, up front, and you just slide them through the slits, and then of course depending on how long you want the tube, you just twist them to wherever you want. So of course, let's see, so we're going to go ahead and go with the longest setting, twist that, lock that in, and then of course we have the same things. We have some of these notches up here, slide those onto that, and then we will twist and lock it. So there we go. So there's the backup blower. So we're going to make sure everything's, of course, again, go over all your pivot points and stuff like that, your bolts, make sure everything's tight. Of course you can adjust your throttle the way you want it, and we're going to make sure that everything is done correctly. And yeah. Alright guys, so that's the assembly of the Echo backpack blower, the 770. So of course it came with this piece, and after reading the manual a little bit, it looks like this is what you place on it during the winter times, and simply all you do is just remove this back cover and it just kind of goes back in there. You can read it, like I said, it's in the manual. It took us a little bit to figure out what it was, so definitely keep this piece somewhere where you can easily get to it for when it's the winter time like now. So, like I said, very easy to put together. It's just a couple simple things, mostly just putting the tubing together. But very easy to put together. It looks really good, and I'm excited to use it. So we're going to get this thing up and running really soon. That way we can put some hours on it. And then, of course, we will be doing a review on it later on. We'll keep you guys updated about how we like it so far. I hope that this thing works out very well. Like I said, I really like my BR600s, so I'm curious to see how the Echo 770 is going to do. But like I said, really happy to get it, and so that's just a quick little video of what's going on real quick. So we'll keep you guys updated of what's going on in Ambro's landscaping life. Like I said, there's not too much. It's pretty easy right now since things have kind of slowed down a little bit. But we'll definitely get some videos up to you guys. So thanks so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and we'll keep you guys updated. Take care.